Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hello, says the sticky note. Oh, and hello, says the purring house cat. Hello. Don't headbutt my microphone. House cat says hello. I just fed him, so now he's all happy. So, welcome back. We come back to Dina wearing whatever that is. Like, I'm not even sure how to describe it. Like, I know what it is. Let's put it over here. Because Lynn might just burst in and be like, "Hey! Bleh!" That's how Lynn rolls. Doodaloo. Why is that off? All the sticky notes on my screen sometimes decide to move themselves because when I disconnect from my monitor, they all tend to hate me. Eee! I don't burn, kitty. Hello. Now, where did I put that research? Oh, right. Slow down on that. I have recently... What the fuck? Okay, then. For those who don't know, Rose came out today, so they add new ones whenever the latest character comes out. So, yeah, I recently learned that some of you have trouble reading this stuff. So, I'm gonna see if I can slow this down just a little bit. Oh, autoplay speed. That's not text speed. What am I thinking? Okay, bye, house cat. Autoplay speed. There we go. Now it'll be on screen for a little longer. The main reason is because some of you have trouble reading it for whatever the reason. Maybe it's not your primary language. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted. There we go. I think. I think it needs to be slowed down just a little bit more. Slow this down just a tad bit. There you go. You would think I would do this before the episode, but to be fair, I didn't remember. Okay, it is sticking on the screen for longer. Okay, then. Don't forget that big Buddha. Big ol' Buddha. What is going on? I thought you hated the break room. Dina had gone for weeks with barely getting any sleep. Just want to point that out. Maybe part of the craziness is that she never truly recovered from that. No, but they're part of it. plan might backfire horrendously, Dina. That plan might just backfire horrendously. Wait. I got something that can fix my problem. Come on. Come on. Move it. Move it. Good enough. There we go. Now it's a little better. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys that I had this weird button. It's basically a quote from, I think, episode 5 of Star Wars that says, "Laugh it up, fuzzball," and then it has some really creepy, chewy noise. So, brace yourselves. Brace yourselves for the sound of this damn thing. And it's got others like R2 and Jabba the Hutt and such. And Jabba's pet. And apparently Jabba's other pet. So on a PCR machine. Why are you running your PC through an R machine? Isn't that what that was? A VCR, a video encoding machine or something like that? What did VCR stand for? Hold on. I know that DVR was digital video recorder. VCR. No, I'm not going to use Wikipedia. Video cassette recorder, there we go. I knew it was something simple like that. So I wasn't far off. It was a... When did that get turned off? My bad. If you don't know how you're going to test it, then just test it. Oh, crap. And it's just like, no! It didn't have you. And you didn't reprimand him for this because... Reprimand is basically like an employee. And why were you borrowing your parents' car? That's a much better question. Oh my god, someone's coming! Do you hear that? Yeah! Turned on the TV. How evil. Someone in the other room, I mean. Yes, but the good... We're super geniuses. Oh crap. You can see the little marks. I don't want you to see those little marks. They're annoying to look at. It's kind of what the music sounds like, honestly. No, you look like you have very tiny arms. In all honesty. You look like you have very tiny arms. Do we dare say the J word? I wonder if Nadine still has that word banned in her house. Because, you know, now that Rose has come out and everything, it would be very interesting to see. Oh, speaking of which, if Rose isn't out yet, it should be out within the hour. If Rose is not already out. So don't be surprised at the rest. Just because of the release schedule. Because I don't let it in case. You would think that I would be smart enough to do that. With a Y for some reason, because reasons. By character A. 2 ways, I mean. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Well, wasn't that just convenient? Something goes wrong, weird things happen. How long have we been going anyway? 17 minutes. My screen looks empty without the sticky notes, I've gotta say. Like I still have my sticky on a 1080p screen. What you're viewing is a 720p screen, so it looks rather large when I pull it over. But for me, it takes up about 1/6 of these damn things. Define isn't working. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. No. We just pulled a sleight of hand, but we didn't do anything to it. We just did a little magic. Thing to her classmates yet, I would say so, yes. It would be very hard to explain. Hey, for the past 2 or 3 days I've been hiding because I've turned into a girl by magic. 'Cause that's gonna go over well. Oh boy. Indigala. Indigala is just one of those bundling sites like Humble Bundle. So you need not worry. They hardly have any bundle sound. Ding! Duh! The comments, I have posted the actual nudity and sexual content part of the agreement for YouTube in the comments. The full thing. Can't run ads of any kind whatsoever on the 18 plus advertisements, which means that I will officially be broke beyond other things, video editing software, etc., because I will no longer have any income whatsoever to support the purchasing of these devices and programs. That is why this is not 18 plus. That is why I block them. If you really want them that bad, you can either find someone who does show them, or you can always buy the game yourself and play. Well, we should be fine. Dina's hands are large enough to accommodate. And like I said, if you guys can actually find me a video editing software that is not $300, unless of course I get a job, in which case I will be able to afford that, because I only make about $100 a month at this. And also, there are incentives for getting me an editing software. For example, HuniePop and other similar games. Because then I can just put this tiny black, then I can just put a tiny blockage there, rather than a big one. For starters. Secondly, my overall quality will improve drastically. God damn it. And no, that's not going to get edited. The reason I'm not going to edit that particular one out is because, like for example, when Lynn is in the bedroom, that I have to block. But if Lynn is not a sexual theme, that just happens to be an accident that has occurred, and now Dina is... I am glad that someone actually brought it to my attention to the point to where I would completely read through it, because now I know. Or like if Nadine shows up naked or something, it will have to be within a certain context that is not considered to be a sexual theme. So, otherwise it will have to get edited out, and since it is blind, I will not know the exact, Hello. Yes, you should have. Yes, you should have. Welcome to Slacom Robot Fight. Oh, don't even start. Now we're at Christmas. Christmas selfie! Picture. I don't make a very good click noise for like a camera. You know, it makes that weird. Okay then. Her hair flopping back and forth as she bobs her head really hard. Hair whip, just. Nope. Kinda hard to be, given how large they just became out of nowhere. Oh crap. I just considered something. Aha, here it is, right in the agreement. A video that contains nudity or artistic, kind of debatable in this situation, and it isn't gratuitously. What we consider when age-restricting a video, here we go. Whether breasts, buttocks, or genitals, clothed or unclothed, are the focal point of the video. when the setting of the video is sexually suggestive, like for example the bedroom, food having something to do with sexual content, when the subject's actions in the video suggest a willingness to engage in such activity, and if a subject is minimally clothed, whether the clothing would be acceptable in appropriate public contexts, for example, a swimmer on the beach, lingerie in the bedroom, etc., etc. Other factors, the length of time an image appears in the video. For this case, it was about 1 or 2 seconds. Camera angle and focus, blah, 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 blah. You get the point. Speaking of which, oh, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in Rose's episode to such a level to where you would not watch yours, but nonetheless, thank you all for watching. Follow me on Twitter. That is where, for example, the Rose route will begin. I will be tweeting out momentarily. So, I'm about to record Rose right now. The reason I'm not recording Rose right now is because I need to get Dina's episode done right away, so that way I don't have to worry about film first, and why you see this weird picture from Rose's route right there instead. I read the background for it. Okay, well, nonetheless, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all next time. Good day and good clicking.